Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our podcast. My name is Isaiah.
My name's Juliet.
Do we have a name? No,
No.
because the name that we chose is fucking taken.
Yeah.
So,
Almost every name that we've come up with, somebody else has, too.
I looked up like podcast name generator. I didn't tell you this. Um, and I did like it was like some Spotify thing. And it was like, you push to like generate a podcast name. Also, if you clock the sock on the top of my microphone, Venmo me so I can get a microphone cover. Anyways, I'm getting that out of the way. But one of the ones that I thought was funny is also giving like topics for podcasts, like types of podcasts, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly doxing myself. And the description was a flailing comedian attempts to tell all of their life stories in this weekly podcast. By the end of it, you should know their blood type and home phone number.
Wow. That'd be a good podcast.
Yeah. Anyways, we thought it would be a good idea to like first episode you get to know us. So we're gonna play We're Not Really Strangers, or if you ask Juliet, We're Not Really Human, or any other number of
Or
absolutely
close to
not
strangers, or we're, not anything else. We're not really human.
Oh my god, that's what I said, right?
Yeah, that's
okay,
funny.
Good. I'm like, am I losing my mind? Oh, I guess we'll like talk. I guess,
Like, talk about ourselves, like, introduce ourselves.
Sure.
All right, we're both 21.
She drinks heavily.
No, I don't.
I don't.
Hey, whoa. Hey, I don't drink that heavily.
No,
We've known each other since middle school.
Since middle school. We met in choir.
Yeah. Well, no, we met in 8th grade for
That is
Earth
true, in
Science.
Science.
With Miss.
Miss White, if you're watching this,
Hopefully you're still enjoying your ramen, your spicy ramen, every class
every lunch
session.
period. If that woman had a starter pack on Pinterest or like Miss White Core, it would just be vests, puffer vests.
Oh my god, dude!
Hot and spicy ramen and a high pony.
This woman wore like the same thing every day, which there's nothing wrong with that.
And she would she wore like different variations of it.
Yeah.
It was always a plaid button up.
Yeah.
A plaid button up, and then a puffy vest, like an over vest, and then slacks. And she always had her hair up in the tightest of tight ponies. Yeah. She could have
pulling on her forehead.
The only people known on earth to have a tighter ponytail is gay soccer players, lesbian soccer players. Yeah. I've never met anyone.
No.
And it
was always perfect too. I don't think she took it out.
Bulletproof.
Like,
you could have shot her in the head and it would have bounced off.
Yeah.
little Superman moment.
Yeah, but that's where we met, Earth Science. God, I remember I had the worst period cramps in that class. Like, I wanted to, like, roll in a ball.
Really?
Yeah. It was horrible.
Same. I remember one time, I was like, since you want to get to know us, there was one time where we were going to, like, watch a movie. Because we was always watching movies in that class.
Yeah.
And
if we fell asleep, we had to write a page about it. Or, like, a couple pages or something.
Yeah, and there was, like, one time she was like, who had the mozzarella sticks? And I was like, hey, I'm trying to figure out if I have an eating disorder right now. So I'm not going to raise my hand and tell this entire class what I ate for lunch, because that feels personal.
Yeah.
And some people raised their hands, and she was like, okay, I had them too, and I'm feeling tired. So if you guys ate, those of you who raised your hand, if you want to lay your head down while we watch this movie, you can. And I was like, God damn it. I wanted to lay my head down.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about Osmosis Jones.
Yeah.
He's a pretty cool guy. Not for me. So, I don't know.
I don't remember that at all, and we were in the same class, but
I might have, it might not have been her class that we watched Osmosis Jones in, but it probably was. Was it?
Oh, what was her name? The other teacher that we shared.
Oh. The
The
one who
other
got
science
cancer.
teacher. We shared a lot of science teachers, right?
Yeah.
Like
I
we
don't know.
both were in the same.
Oh, you're thinking of.
Yeah. If you're out there,
Shout out Paige.
yeah, you were.
Your student teacher fucking sucked.
Yeah. Oh my god, her student teacher.
That bitch fully was about to fail me. And was like, oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to do that. My bad.
Yeah.
Are we kidding ourselves?
Ayler sometimes was having like bad days though.
Yeah, you could tell when she was having a bad day. I think that's part of the reason that we liked her so much was because she didn't try to like fake it for us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I kind of like it when like teachers are like showing that they're human.
Yeah. And that they're not always like on
And
top
that they're
of
not
it all.
really strangers. Another thing to know about us, we both have ADHD.
Undiagnosed.
Undiagnosed, but
Yeah.
we know something's not right.
Yeah.
Was diagnosed, didn't know she was diagnosed, found out recently she was diagnosed.
So I choose to live blindly because like despite that, I don't think it's actually diagnosed. You know?
Yeah.
If you can't see a problem, why fix it? You know? That's what I live. That's my motto in life. Okay, let's start at level 3.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just kidding.
So if you've never played We're Not Really Strangers, there's 3 levels of like questions. It's going from like just like personal. So like least personal, kind of like surface level to like super, super deep. There's also some that are gonna be like, oh, switch seats with
We're not gonna do that.
No.
If you guys saw the setup right at this moment, we're not gonna do that.
We're in a bedroom, essentially. This is a
Yeah.
small room. Do you know how long it took us to move this couch? Not her.
Yeah,
my
not me.
brother.
Not me.
It's fine. Who's going first?
You can go first.
Okay. Oh, well, I think we both know the answer. How many speeding tickets do you think I've gotten in my life?
I think you've gotten 0.
Yeah, I don't think you've gotten. If we was talking parking tickets, let's change it to that though. How many parking violation tickets do you think I have? Have I gotten in my life? From the non-disclosed university I used to attend? Just in general.
Like 3.
I think 3. I think it's more than 3. I think 5.
5?
Yeah, I think I've gotten
And how much were they?
$45 each every time. There was at least 3 from, but I think I might be forgetting at least one more. Next question. What was your first impression of me?
My first impression of you? It was it was let me think. Sorry, let me just go back. It's been a lot of years, guys.
And she's stupid.
Okay, the middle school we went to,
Very ghetto.
yeah, very womp womp, you know. But the cafeteria, it was kind of big.
Mm-hmm.
And it had like a stage, which we never used. Oh, there was one time.
After Romeo?
After Romeo, if you're watching this. Oh my god.
There was one time, for some reason,
yeah,
this aspiring boy band named After Romeo came to the school and performed there.
and the girls were going crazy. But it was just so random, and like they didn't announce it or anything. They just came to the school. It was just very weird times. I was scared. I didn't know what was going on, so I did not go up there. I enjoyed my lunch, and then I went to class. I was like,
yeah, the stage, it was like this big wooden stage. So it was like the main stage, and then it kind of like branched off, and there was like steps, and then like a little like ledge kind of thing that people would sit on to eat. And
a lot of
was, like,
fights
right
did
next to,
happen on
like,
that
a
stage.
ramp.
A lot of fights did happen on that stage.
Oh, a lot of fights.
Yeah. Including my cousin.
Who did she fight?
I don't remember, but she was in a fight.
I'm not surprised.
Me neither. Anyways, while we were talking about that, so Isaiah would be with his friends on stage a lot, and I think my first impression of you was there was this girl that you were like friends with, and she would always jump on your back, and you would always give her a piggyback ride, and that's my first impression of you. I was like, wow, he loves giving his friends a piggyback ride.
He loves being a pack mule.
And then later on, in earth science, when we like all started to sit together, I just thought you were really nice. Okay. And funny.
I think my first impression of you was just that you were kind of quiet, because you were, but I don't know.
I still am.
Yeah. I think I don't know.
Just that I was quiet?
I think you're just quiet, but I was like, okay. Because I don't remember when we, like, I don't remember the immediate moment that we started being friends.
Yeah.
It just kind of, like, gradually was like, oh, we kept, I think, like, because we were good friends in, like, middle school, but we didn't become close until high school.
Yeah,
because
like
we had English together. Year. Do I seem like someone who would get a name tattooed on myself? Why or why not?
Okay. I feel like you wouldn't get a name, but like for someone? Like for who? Like in a relationship or like
just in general?
Just in general? Mm-hmm. I would say maybe for like family members.
I got a lot of dead family.
I'm like, womp womp. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But, yeah, like for family members, in a relationship though, in that sense, I feel like you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think that I would.
I feel like you just would not do that. Maybe like a matching tattoo, but that's a maybe.
Yeah, I feel like you would not. I don't think that you would sober. And if you say that you would, that's fucking weird.
I'm like this. I'm just kidding.
You pulled down your lip and it's right there. That's fucking funny.
Harry Styles?
Oh, Harry.
I would fucking put his name in a heart and an arrow crossing. Aki. Like right here.
Just like draw a portrait of each other. Motherfucker.
I feel like I would do like a matching tattoo.
Yeah, I feel like a matching tattoo is still too much commitment for me. I think I might.
Or maybe
also,
just like
so picky.
Sorry, go.
I'm also just picky about tattoos.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason I don't have any yet.
Yeah.
I've only ever started to seriously considering getting a tattoo like recently with like the one behind my ear that I was telling you about. Mm-hmm. But
other than that, no. I would say if it was like their name, I'd do like an initial, like of their first name. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Is like I don't think that I would get someone's name, but I would get like something representative of that person. Like if I was to do something for like my mom, I would do like a butterfly, like the type of butterfly that she liked. Or if I was to do something for like my grandpa, I would get like a fish because we would go fishing all the time, and he's like a very outdoorsy person. But I don't think that I would do like
a name.
I get the fucking Blue Lives Matter flag tattooed on my back. That my grandpa wasn't like that. Anyways, next card. Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl, and why?
Okay, so one thing about Isaiah is that he does not sleep. I don't sleep either, but like I will crash at one point and like fall asleep. He does not crash. Like he will go to sleep at 1, wake up at 6 a.m, be up the whole day, cannot sleep because.
And I just fucking chill.
Yeah.
I'm fucking
chilling, but like in the worst mood. Like is about to fucking like burn down the house.
I'm not an night owl or a morning person. I'm just in a perpetual state of tired.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, he does wake up pretty early, so it's like maybe he's a morning person, and he also stays up pretty late, so maybe he's a night person because he doesn't sleep, you know? Yeah. So, what about me?
I think you are more of a night owl.
Yeah.
And I say that because I know how you work, you fucking psychopath. You set 7 different alarms and fully managed to fall back into REM sleep in the 5 minutes between each of those alarms.
Yeah.
And it's very confusing. Cause like, you're the type of bitch, you could sleep in a car, you could sleep in class.
Yeah.
Me?
I did do that.
No. Not I. Should we move on to level 2?
Yeah.
All right. It's getting juicy. What has been your earliest recollection of happiness?
Earliest recollection of happiness?
Thinking really hard. When was I first happy? I think for me, when I was little, I would go with my dad to, like, so my elementary school was, it was like my elementary school's here. There's a softball field like down the hill at the bottom of the hill of my elementary school. And then in front of that on that street is where my grandparents lived. And I would go to their house after school because it was just easier. Like they could watch me. I could play with friends that lived in the neighborhood and everything. And I would stay there until my dad got off work. And then he would pick me up and take me home. And this is before we lived in this house. It was when we lived at the apartments. Every now and again, we would stop at 7-Eleven. And I would always get a cherry Slurpee. Because I thought the cherry was the best flavor. My mom, when she was pregnant with me, had a cravings all the time for blue raspberry. Those were good. I like the cherry. It just something about a cherry got me. Yum. And I would also get the strawberry shortcake ice cream. And we would go home and like the drive to like the drive into the apartment complex, it was like apartments on either side of this winding road, but it was also like trees. And in my head it's so like A24 coded, like, but I would, when we would get to that area, again, it's a different time. You'd think I grew up in the fucking 90s. I would open the sunroof of my dad's car and I would stand on the center console and like be up on top of the car basically. And it was very like, I said A24 coded. It was like that meets Perks of Being a Wallflower. But instead of it being in like a tunnel, it was like I'm surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think, I don't know if that's like my exact earliest memory of happiness, but that's like as far back as I can think right now.
Yeah. The like first memory I can think of was I was born in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. And we were living there. We like lived in this house, and there was like one Christmas where like all the kids that were there at the time, I think it was just like me, my cousin, and then my little brother. We just like got a bunch of gifts, and it was just like a really fun time, and it felt like life was like finally coming together. And then my dad got fired, and then we had to move. But that was like a really good memory, and it's still a really good memory. Like it's not gonna change, you know?
Yeah. What would your younger self not believe about your life today? I think my younger self wouldn't believe that I don't have a snake.
Okay.
I was so obsessed with like reptiles as a kid, and I had an iguana at some point, and I was so obsessed with snakes. I think also that I don't like, I fully transitioned from like the science biology career path to arts. Which I think he'd be like, what the hell? And then I'd have to break some sad news to him. But that's a conversation for a different time. Think of something that you strongly dislike that most people love on the count of 3 and say it out loud.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ranch.
Olives.
What did you say?
What
did
did you
say? God damn it! I said ranch.
Oh, I said olives. Yeah.
Cool.
Isaiah does not like any sauce except for cane sauce.
If it's not cane sauce,
Or
if it's
like
not Chick-fil-A sauce, and it's not barbecue sauce, you can fuck right
What
off.
is it? Sweet Baby Ray's?
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Barbecue sauce?
Barbecue.
Sponsor us. It's good.
Hey, Sweet Baby Ray. I'm going to stop because...
There was one time where I spilled ranch all over. We made it a ritual, right? That after choir concerts, we would get McDonald's. And that's what we did. And what was the song that was playing?
So it was 1,000 Letters
by Halsey.
And one thing about Juliet is when she eats chicken, because she does not like red meat usually, especially she doesn't like burgers.
Mm-hmm. Which I'm trying to, but I don't know why I am.
God forbid.
Yeah.
This bitch would always be double fisting ranch and buffalo sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, you know, for her, it's like nostalgia. For me.
For him, it's trauma. Anyways.
God, I'm not.
We were in our choir attire. And I don't know how. Because I don't even think I opened it. I think it just exploded in my hand.
You were trying to open it.
Oh, was I?
And. Oh, you were. And it, like, I think you were pressing on it, like, you were trying to hold it from the bottom, but you, like, had put your hand on the top, so that little air bubble that pops up on the top of, like, fucking sauce packets. She opened it, and the ranch explodes all over, because I already hate ranch. I hate the smell, I hate the look, I hate the fucking taste. It explodes all over her choir dress.
Yeah, which we could not wash.
You can wash it because it had like specific like sequins and like beading that like you had to take it to someone who's like trained to clean it to get it cleaned, because like normal washers would like mess it up.
Mm-hmm. Which was a myth, because I did end up washing that dress.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
She got it all over her dress, all over my car. It was like a panic in the parking lot at 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
I had to walk in my suit to a McDonald's. Never seen that shit before. And that McDonald's, that'll be another topic for another episode, because that shit got crazy. But we cleaned it up, and long story short, I don't like that song anymore.
But I still like ranch, so.
Buffalo sauce I'm okay with. I'm picky about certain things. I think part of it is like creamy sauces. Ranch, Caesar dressing, I don't like. Buffalo sauce, I'm kind of picky about it. I do like some hot sauces, but it has to be the right thing. Now we're moving on to the deep.
Can I see it?
Oh no. This is some shit my therapist would ask me.
Okay.
The question is, what do I need to hear right now?
Should we answer this like
for each other? I don't know. I mean, like, we can, yeah.
I think at this, or should we just answer for ourselves?
I think it's for ourselves.
Okay. I think I need to hear that genuinely, like, everything's gonna be fine. And that time's gonna pass, and then I'll be good.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I would need to hear right now. I think I'm too tired to piss, too full of piss to sleep. I think like, I don't know. I don't know what I would need to hear right now.
I think you need to hear
this is not going to be that fucking hard. That's what I need to hear right now.
You're doing great.
Oh, cool. No. I think that would probably be it. Like, what do you think my superpower is?
Ooh. I know. He can fly at night. Like, it's like crazy. I've seen him do it.
Shut up.
Okay,
That's
your
so
superpower?
Funny. Work off of 5 hours of sleep every day
for
2 months?
Genuinely, like, he does not sleep. I'm telling you.
I really don't.
There's something wrong there. I don't know what it is, but He does not sleep, and he can do a bunch of shit. Oh, also, he's a really good cook. Like, a really good cook. What else? He can also, like, he's a really good singer. Like, one of the best singers I know.
What can I say? I think if I had to pick or say what I think my superpower is, like, not being like, oh, I'm in a Marvel movie. Mm-hmm. I think it is, like, my ability to learn shit quickly.
Yeah. Like, he can write an essay. Like, if he was... he can write an essay out of 2 fucking sentences.
Girl, like, I can...
Give him his phone, because he doesn't, like, type. One thing about him, he's not going to use his laptop to write an essay. He's going to use his fucking phone.
The trick is I type on my phone, but I have the document open on my computer so I can see and type. It goes so quickly.
Yeah.
Because my fingers are, like, fucking weird.
Yeah.
I think your superpower is your ability to drive without a license. And just navigate.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
I think genuinely, I'm surprised nothing bad, because I know you have your permit. Mm-hmm. But she didn't for a long time and was still driving.
Yeah. Don't say anything.
knock on every piece of wood in this house.
Yeah.
I think another one of your superpowers is, like, your ability to, like, make people feel comfortable.
I'm not gonna lie, I do that. No, I'm just kidding.
Us kidding. Making jokes because we don't know how to take compliments.
Yeah, wait until I'm in therapy. Just wait, because I don't know what's gonna happen soon.
Sorry. That was the just wait. One thing about Juliet, she's gonna say that shit from her gut. Have you heard this bitch drink water right now? I didn't even
drink water right now. Okay, this is not water. This is Sprite. This is my superpower.
Jesus.
And I don't know how to drink, like, another way. I'm sorry. That's just me.
What would be the perfect gift for me?
Like plants. Or a book. Or a PS5. Or like skincare stuff.
And ladies and gentlemen, my Venmo will be in the description box in case you're feeling extra generous.
Yeah.
I think for you, not to be that bitch, the issue with getting gifts for you, I feel like your interests stay the same but also drastically change every year. And I feel like every year I have to outdo what I did last year.
Yeah.
But also keeping it fresh.
Yeah.
I feel like getting you a set of 5 Seconds of Summer shot glasses.
That'd be literally everything.
I know. Because with her, it's like, it's trying to find things that, like, of stuff that you like in a way that you wouldn't think of getting them. Mm-hmm. Like the Harry Styles calendar and the stickers. Or, for you, also vinyls. Because we're both vinyl whores.
Yeah.
But
maybe one day we can, like, not like on a podcast, but just a regular YouTube video, we can do a vinyl haul or something.
I've recorded like 3, but I think, like, vinyls, any tote bag. It could literally be any tote bag whatsoever. I love tote bags. Yeah, I think anything related to, like, 5 Seconds of Summer, Harry Styles, Halsey, anything related to, like, music or stuff in pop culture. And then, like, also, you also are, like, a book person. For some reason, you love men just complaining.
Truly. Just I do, I guess.
One thing about Juliet is she's never going to read... Do you want to know how long she's had Song of Achilles? Do you know how long it's been since I finished? And do you know how long ago she said, I'm going to start reading it?
Yeah.
You know how many different books she started since then?
Yeah. One thing about me is, I don't know why it's taken me so long. I think it's genuinely just because I know it's about a love story. And I'm like, oh, brother. Like, I don't want to read that.
Are you going to get oh, brother tattooed on your fucking forehead? Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I'm saying
That's the cigarettes of the fucking week. One thing about Juliet, and sometimes me, but mostly this bitch, is she's gonna stick with a phrase. She's gonna have a catchphrase of the week.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, it was that song. Don't know it. Cigarette Daydreams.
Oh yeah. I won't sing it because it's going to blow the mic.
Yeah, but she would scream it. Also being like, alrighty, or like, all right, or all right then.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Like but that's because of, if anyone watches Keen and JC, that's the way that they sometimes speak. So.
Also, Partner. I didn't get to experience
Partner.
that in person,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah, I would say Partner a lot. I still say Partner sometimes.
Fortunately for the rest of us. Ew, God. It's also like these are gushy. We both have issues with
gushy washy.
Gushy gushy my pussy. We have issues being like not like affectionate.
Yeah.
Trauma. So, what do you admire the most about me? And then we can't look at each other in the eyes for the next 20 minutes.
Okay. What I admire most about you is I feel like I could just tell you like absolutely anything. And like you would care. And I wouldn't feel like judged. Even though sometimes he is like a little hard, right? But maybe it's because I need to hear it, you know?
Yeah, I don't.
Like yesterday, he told me.
Oh, I tore this bitch 2 new assholes. It was insane.
Yeah.
Because I knew that it was like. I feel like it's only harsh when it's like a repeat offense. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you'd be right back in jail.
Yeah. Also that like he's invited to a lot of my family stuff, and I feel like my family is very like, and I don't know, you're just not judgy with them.
I'm not judgy with them?
Yeah.
I think she admires and is jealous at the fact that I'm on her mom's Facebook.
Oh yeah.
So marketing.
He is her favorite son. Well, she has a son of her own.
Yeah. What do I admire about you? What if I just put the card away and started to put another one? I think. Also,
I feel like he's taught me a lot. Like, he's taught me how to do my hair. Because, like, for the longest time, I didn't know how to do my hair. He's probably taught me how to drive a little bit or something. And
how to put a tampon in.
He's put deodorant on my armpits.
That's true.
Yeah. And then also just, like, we share music a lot with each other. And I admire that, too.
Yeah, I think one thing that I admire about you is kind of like, I think you might not see it or think it about yourself, but I think there is kind of like, you have managed to keep that almost like childlike sense of like, there's always still like a little bit of like hope in your eyes about the world, even if you don't feel it, even if you don't think that you feel it, like you still get excited about going to do stuff. Like no matter how big or small it is. And I think that's something that I admire.
I'm like scratching at the wall.
Blood dear.
Blood. He does that so well. Do it again.
Blood. It's literally because of Keith from like the Vlog Squad.
Oh.
Him and Mariah.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still together?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Honestly,
their podcast is thriving.
Yeah.
If you guys ever want to come on ours, I feel like you also know how to like calm a situation down.
Oh yeah.
Like, I feel like if something bad happens, I feel like I tend to spiral. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know what to do, blah, 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 blah. Like, just fucking full, like, running, fucking on all fours, shitting. Like, and I feel like you, like, just step back and it's like, you're also stressed. Like, don't get me wrong, you're also human. But you're like, this is what we're going to have to do.
Yeah.
And not just, like, with me, but, like, with your family and stuff.
Yeah. I think that's part of the reason, too. I was a little annoyed today about... So, there was like an old smoke detector fire alarm that I had like replaced, and I didn't like take the batteries out of it or anything. I didn't know how. I didn't care. And I was stressed trying to clean and everything, get ready down here to like record. And so I was like, oh, I'm going to just toss the bag outside the door and I'll take care of it when I'm done taking a shower and like I have a minute to myself. And the smoke alarm started going off, but we didn't know that it was the smoke alarm. So I first thought it was like a construction truck, like, because they're always working on this road. Mm-hmm. They're always doing. Utah is the fucking state bird is the construction people.
Yeah.
And so
is shoulder work ahead.
I sure hope it does. And so I don't know. Like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's like whatever. And then the sound kept going, and I was like, it sounds like a smoke alarm. I hope that like our neighbors are okay, because I have neighbors on one side that are like old, mm-hmm. you know, and I'm like, we don't get along that well, but like, I would help them if something happened.
Yeah.
And then like I was in the shower, booty naked, and I hear my brother on the phone with my dad, and he's like kind of like panicking a little bit, like freaking the fuck out, trying to figure out what the sound was. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, why did you not? I think that's also like where my logic comes in. And then also like God damn it. Because I'm like, why did you bother him at work? Why did you not ask me, like knock on the door? I yelled through the door like, oh, is that sound coming from the house? Mm-hmm. No response. I'm also like, okay, if something was like actually wrong, are you just going to leave me in the fucking shower? Are you going to leave the dog running around? Why did you not?
What the hell? Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that I force myself to think logically because... I don't know.
Because nobody else does.
Nobody else wants to. I think also because I always get told so much. I'm like so emotional. I'm like, no, I'm not. I get emotional after thinking logically. Did I answer the question? I don't remember what the question was.
Did you even ask the question?
Oh, I think we were still talking about the last one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is kind of good, but I don't know. Based on what you know about me, do you have any Netflix recommendations?
Oh, one thing about me is I don't watch shows. Maybe I could. Oh, not Netflix, but Hulu. I need you to watch. Oh no, I have two. I need you to watch Normal People on Hulu. For all my girlies out there, y'all already know.
For all the mentally ill bitches watching the podcast.
Yeah. Normal People's great.
I need to just shuffle these. This is 2 times in a row. If I pull a third.
And I need you to watch. It's on Amazon Prime. I need you to watch Fleabag.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Fleabag's so good.
No, it's definitely on my list.
I haven't finished Fleabag. So if you want to watch it together, we can watch it together. Because I also don't really remember what I watched.
Okay. Oh, you know, I mix up Fleabag and Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Let's, I don't know why he does that, but let's move on.
Well, I think it's, okay, eat shit and choke. Oh, I guess this is a good one to end on.
Okay.
What? Oh, I didn't give you any recommendations, though.
Oh.
I don't know. I think just, like, you should watch Drag Race.
Yeah. I have watched... Whoa. Before anyone comes for me.
Before anyone starts stepping on her neck, she has watched some of season 15 live.
Yeah. But I just need to, like... I want to start from the very beginning.
Yeah. She wants to start season 1. I personally like when they had a budget, so...
I want to see, like, how the show has developed throughout the years, you know?
Yeah. Not I.
Oh.
I'm ready for season 16. I can't wait to see what drama unfolds. I love me some Sasha Colby.
Yeah, Sasha Colby. Great.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, she is. What else? What do I think you should watch though? I really think you should watch The Witcher, especially since you've been getting into D&D stuff. Also, girl, get a Dropout subscription and watch Dimensions 20 because it's so good.
Okay.
I know the first season of Fantasy High is on YouTube.
I know, and I did begin to watch, before anyone comes for me, for all my girlies out there.
For all the dropouts. That's not their name.
I think I have watched, like, the first episode of that. But I just need to, like, continue to watch it. I think I need to watch it as if I'm watching a podcast, you know? So I'm like, if I can watch Suburb Talks for, like, a good 2 hours, I can watch Dimensions 20. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Suburb Talks if you guys want to come on the podcast.
If you want to fly us out.
Yes. We will be there. Just every podcast.
Ladies and Tangents. Hey. Jerry and Sierra.
Trixie and Katya.
God.
Yeah.
Honestly, put me in a room with Drew Afualo and Brittany Broski.
Oh my goodness, that'd be everything.
Y'all would die. I would die.
But okay, what's the last question?
The last question is just, what has this conversation taught you about yourself?
That I guess I have some hope in the world.
I don't really know. I don't think this conversation has taught me anything that I didn't already know.
Yeah.
But also, like, not in like a I knew what you were going to say. I think it just kind of was more of like a clarification. Yeah. Because I feel like this game is also like
this game's like for someone that has not known each other since the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it kind of just like, it's less that it taught me about stuff about myself and more of like reinforced some stuff about myself. Yeah. Like not being as hard on myself. The like going back to like the question about like what my superpower, like your answers for that too, it kind of just like reinforced those things for me.
But hopefully you guys learned more about us.
Yes.
Since you guys have not been with us since the 8th grade, you know?
Yes. Unless
we have some stalkers out there, then that's kind of scary.
Unless there's some weird old man named Gerald.
Yeah.
Calling the cops. But I think that is it for this episode.
If you guys have we have like a lot of, I would say like a good list of things we want to discuss in this podcast.
But if you have any topics that you want us to talk about or anything that you want to know about us, you can definitely leave a comment. I'm going to link both our social medias down below. Follow me on TikTok.
Yeah.
And Instagram and Twitter. My Twitter is really funny. I say to myself as if I don't just be liking shit and not actually tweeting nothing.
Yeah, I do the same. Y'all can follow my Instagram and my Twitter. I don't post anything, but y'all can follow it.
And her TikTok.
And my TikTok, I don't post anything.
Equally doesn't fucking post anything.
Yeah.
The one TikTok she did have posted,
I deleted.
She deleted. It was because she gave herself a fucking hickey squeezing her chin.
Yeah. So, it was
ladies,
the worst of times.
Gents, she's single. She'll squeeze your chin.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
Squeezing chins and sucking dicks. That's the name of the podcast.
Squeezing chins and sucking dicks. That's funny.
That's the title of the episode. Anyways, we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.